The words you tell yourself can either create a sense of safety or danger in your nervous system. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain how you can communicate safety to your nervous system through words. This is going to help you heal chronic pain, chronic symptoms, and nervous system dysregulation. Let's dive in. My name's Tanner Murtaugh, and I run two agencies that has helped hundreds of people heal their chronic pain, chronic symptoms, nervous system dysregulation, and trauma. Using my approach, this is possible. Danger self-talk about symptoms and dysregulation creates a sense of danger, and it sensitizes your nervous system, worsening your symptoms and dysregulation over time. Danger self-talk can sound like, my body is becoming more damaged every day. I can't handle feeling anxious anymore. My symptoms and dysregulation are permanent. Nothing I do helps. Something is really wrong with my body. I will never be able to calm my nervous system. It's only going to worsen. These sensations are destroying my life. This is hopeless. I can't do anything. Now, instead of using danger self-talk, we want to shift to using safe self-talk. Safe self-talk helps the brain reappraise that the sensations are actually safe. Safe self-talk reminds us that our pain and symptoms are neuroplastic, meaning that our body is healthy and capable, and the symptoms are occurring due to brain and nervous system processes that are reversible. For safe self-talk to work, your words need to be credible and believable. That's why education on neuroplastic symptoms and assessing your symptoms are in fact neuroplastic is so important, because it opens the door for you developing new safe self-talk. Now, you can also use safe self-talk for nervous system dysregulation and difficult emotions. Safe self-talk reminds the brain that although these sensations are unpleasant, they are safe, normal, and temporary. See, you're using safe self-talk to teach your nervous system that the unpleasant sensations inside are in fact safe. Your nervous system will learn over time that it no longer needs to fear the sensations inside or run away from them. On my channel, I teach a very comprehensive approach to healing chronic pain, chronic symptoms, and nervous system dysregulation. When creating my approach, I pulled from a lot of different therapy models, and I want to give credit to these therapists and researchers. I pulled from pain reprocessing therapy, emotional awareness and expression therapy, somatic experiencing, mindfulness, and Qigong. Now, in my approach, I use top-down and bottom-up. So top-down approaches focus on the cognitive. These are working with your thoughts and starting to change them. And that's what I'm teaching in this video of how we can shift from danger self-talk to safe self-talk. Now, once we do this top-down processes, we need to then move to bottom-up. This is working with the somatic sensations inside. So in my approach, I teach people embodiment practices to create safety with sensations. So by using top-down and bottom-up approaches, it gives us a very comprehensive way to heal chronic pain, chronic symptoms, and nervous system dysregulation. See, the goal of using top-down and bottom-up strategies is to create safety in different ways. We understand that chronic symptoms and dysregulation are fueled by the sense of danger. So the solution is safety. And so we're using both cognitive and somatic skills to create this felt sense of safety inside. Now I want to share a story with you about the first time over a decade ago when I used safe self-talk to help myself heal from chronic pain and nervous system dysregulation. So at the time, about 10 years ago, I was in debilitating, widespread chronic pain, immobilized, unable to work, and kind of alternating between high anxiety and high depression. Now, I was preparing to get married to my partner, Anne. You've seen her on the channel sometimes. She is an amazing therapist. And I was really nervous about this whole process because I was barely able to stand or do anything. Now, my good friends, prepared a bachelor party for me. Now, on this bachelor party, we went up to a place in British Columbia in Canada, which is quite beautiful, kind of to a nature spot. And we went to the hot springs one day. And I remember being in the hot springs and my back pain was just getting worse and worse and worse. By the minute, I was feeling really anxious and panicky. And so I asked my friends, like, hey, I got to go back to our condo so I can lie down. Went back to the condo, lied down, and I was feeling pretty awful inside. I felt like I was letting my friends down. No one was having a good time because of the pain I was dealing with. So I was being really self-critical. But I had started to learn about these mind-body approaches, knew about how thoughts can have a real impact on pain and nervous system dysregulation. And so for about 30 minutes lying in bed, I started to do deep belly breathing, and I repeated 3 lines over and over again. I would say 1 line each time I exhale. I'd tell myself, my body's healthy, my body is capable. I will be able to heal from my chronic pain and nervous system dysregulation by using these mind-body techniques. My nervous system is strong. So I just repeated these things over and over again. I felt them deeply as I did this. And I remember my back pain reduced significantly, and my anxiety almost went away completely. Now, it did come back a few hours later, but it was a great example of how I created safety with safe self-talk and deep breathing, and how this had this immediate impact on my nervous system. And so safe self-talk, I want to be clear, it's not an instant fix. I had to use it for several months to get some really good traction going. My pain reduced in that story that I told you, but for long-term pain reductions, we have to use it consistently over time. But by using safe self-talk consistently, you're going to start to see the effect. Now, I know when you first use safe self-talk, it's hard to fully believe what you're telling yourself. Like I was telling myself in that example, oh, my body's healthy and capable. I didn't fully believe that yet. I knew that there might be a chance, so I was open to it, but it took repetition for me to actually feel that, for me to actually fully believe it inside. And so that's why we need to use the safe self-talk consistently, because it will become more believable over time and it will land better. Now, let's go through some examples of safe self-talk to give you some ideas. So safe self-talk for symptoms and dysregulation could include, I know I'm okay. My brain is just misinterpreting normal signals from my body. I see how my symptoms are inconsistent, moving around, and triggered by emotions. This shows me it's neuroplastic. My body is safe. My nervous system is just trying to protect me with this dysregulation. I don't need to fear these sensations. By approaching these sensations, I am teaching my nervous system I'm safe. I don't need to control or change these sensations. There's nothing to fix or figure out. My body is healthy and capable. My brain is just being overprotective. By regulating my nervous system, I'll overcome these unpleasant sensations. It's physically safe to move in this way. I can respond to my symptoms with deep care and compassion. I don't need to like these sensations. I just need to remember they are safe. Now, I want to invite you to create your own safe self-talk. See, safe self-talk is unique to every single nervous system. So a safe self-talk message that works for one nervous system may not work for another nervous system. So what I want you to do is write down 5 safe self-talk messages for both physical symptoms and nervous system dysregulation. Try to find ones that create a sense of safety, ease, lightness, and calmness inside for you. Then, once you find your messages, as you go about your day, just pepper them throughout. Use them consistently. Each time you notice your brain edging towards danger self-talk, correct it by using one of your safe self-talk messages. So I hope this video was helpful. Please put your questions, comments down below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.